Now this time, I'm going to make sure the audio levels are correct. Hi. Hello out there. It's me. It's Chris. How you doing? I'm playing Against the Storm again because I love the game. Uh, got flooded mines today. Hostility doesn't grow with each passing year, but you gain 2 more hostility points per villager. Fun. Uh, a very interesting modifier. You just have to be really cautious about how many people you bring in. But otherwise, you have all the time in the world, sort of. Like, it's not ideal if you're trying to go for a short game, but if you want to go for a long game, it's cool. Anyway, this is the first time I go to the Coral Forest on this save file, so that'll be neat. You think I'll unlock the Coral Forest not modifier, but decoration? Playing on Viceroy again. Uh, I would start climbing the prestige ladder if I was, a little more confident, but I lost last game, so I'm not. The end. Anyway, we're going to be starting off with a lot of initial hostility, but we're mostly humans, so hopefully our initial resistance will be high enough where I don't have to worry too much about it. Alright, what do we have? If you complete a dangerous or forbidden glade event during drizzle, you get food. That's cool. Maybe that'll even happen. Who knows? Uh, don't open glades during the storms, whatever you do. Cool. People eat more food during their break if they do not have complex food. Interesting. Well, I try to get complex food up as a matter of course in most of my games, but it's gonna be even more important. Oh, distracted. Strange lights. If people don't have services, they'll have a 20% chance of destroying their yield. Sorry, plus 20% chance of destroying their yield with each production cycle. So, like, eventually they break something, and it sucks a lot, and I hate it. I don't know how much I can do about that one. Finally, we have Downpour, which is even more gluttony if they don't have housing and services. So, yeah, this will be rough if I don't have services, which I never do, because I've never been able to successfully get services running for literally everybody. Well, that's not true. I sometimes do, but it's hard. Let's just leave it at that. God, it's kind of freeing not having any timed orders, cause like I know I can just open them right away. I don't have to worry about it. Alright, let's get a lizard on the hearth. I'm not too worried about impatience right now. In fact, the more the better, so it lowers hostility a bit. Let's see what we start with. Uh, Carpenter's good. So's Leatherworker. Weaver, like, with 3-star fabric is nice and all, but we don't really need that much fabric in this game. I mean, it's almost certainly Carpenter here. The trees drop metal occasionally, so I could start tool production immediately. So that feels like the obvious play. Smelter is not good on this map. There's no copper ore whatsoever. So we don't care about 3-star copper bars at all. Like Herb Garden's okay. It's not exactly my first pick for fertile ground buildings. 1 star, the only thing you can eat is the roots, and it's 1 star. So that kind of leans me away from it. Still, it might be one of the best picks I have on this particular set. So we'll click it. Well, we didn't find any pickled goods. The apothecary's okay. Biscuits, tea, and incense. I mean, like, the biscuits and the incense will be great. Jerky only is good for the lizards. The artisan's also very good. I could get some early coats going for the humans and beaver. And that would help them be happier for sure. It's a tough choice. I'm gonna lean on the artisan just because it's more helpful immediately. And that is, that's our loadout. Okay. Let's see, what else we got. Let's put all the woodcutters in and, see what our cornerstone is. Interesting. Huh. This is almost certainly steel pickaxes. Exploration contract is nice because it gets you, you know, cloth and brick raw materials right away, which is very helpful if you think you're going to be stuck without the ability to make cloth or bricks for a while. But I'm not worried about that this game. We don't need a lot of cloth, and we started with a couple of stone piles at our initial glade. And if I, you know, turn 1 stone into 2 stone every time we pick it, that's going to translate into pretty much all the stone we'll need for a very, very long time. So steel pickaxes is the for sure play. Put some lizards on the meat. Oops, just put down a random road there. I want to get the carpenter up as soon as possible too, which means I would love it if this section got cleared out and this woodcutter moved over here a tick. I'll need... I have enough already? How'd that happen? Where'd I get the planks from? That's great and weird, but I'll take it. Right, so let's keep 10 fabric and bricks around for building purposes. Don't need pipes, at least right now. And there's no timed orders yet, because I haven't unlocked them, so I can just open these freely. I have to be careful about how many people I bring in. Neither of these excite me at all. Like, at all. I guess we'll do the Glade event one. Brings in fewer people. We're definitely not guaranteed to get an ancient tablet anywhere. +1 to root production makes the herb garden a lot, well, not a lot, but a bit more viable by itself if it ends up being that way. It's not a bad plan. The lizards' happiness is very doable. I think I'd much rather the wildfire essence, but this can be done like almost immediately, and there's a lot of value into unlocking your first blueprint early, so we'll go with that. Yeah, so the lizards will need a home. And I'll also need to put up a bunch of houses for the humans and the beaver. We didn't get any open glade orders, which is a shame, but oh well. We deal with it. Right, we don't have any fiber or clay to turn into anything yet. It's fair. Alright, we found a cache. That's neat, I suppose. And a bunch of bugs, which, delicious. It's actually a nice, source of food. I'm pretty happy to see that. We'll be able to, make sure we don't starve with our, lizards hunting the bugs. The bugses. We need an entire trapper's camp to catch bugs, obviously. Granted, these bugs are huge, so maybe I shouldn't scoff at them for being like, no, we need help with those. Okay, we've turned in some. We've got some rocks in, so we can definitely get someone in the workstation now, making stuff. Where did our planks go? Oh, our planks went into the houses, didn't they? Yeah, they went to the houses. Alright. That's dumb on me. I am the dumbs. Let's make sure we get the carpenter up first. And like, I mean, to be honest, if we have crystallized dew, I don't see why it wouldn't turn into tools and just start popping these things immediately. Actually, +1 to bricks? That's really helpful, actually, especially early. And it is early, for surezies. That gives me due consideration. Alright. Let's just crack that open. Get better brick production right away. We could use it. I'm also going to cut a woodcutter. In fact, I might want to cut 2 just so we're not, so we get something built during the storm. Before the storm, I mean. Alright, human houses go up. I'll need plenty of those. Oop, that one didn't rotate correctly. Ah. Disaster. Do I want a beaver on this? This doesn't matter too much. We still haven't made any bricks here, which is surprising. Well, we have made some. I don't know, maybe I do want the beaver in there, making better planks, keeping us down to 1 hostility. Let's put down a park, that'll be lovely. Probably gonna have to cut my woodcutters during the storm. I have an inkling that we will not have the resolve we need to get through it. We might. There's a chance. The lizards may not leave before the storm ends. They started at 7, which I think is the minimum possible amount. But then again, their house is going up, so that'll be huge. Yeah, there we go. Now the lizards are super content. Alright, clearing out a lot of space. We'll almost certainly have to break into a dangerous glade soon, and probably this one, just so that there's space behind the warehouse. I don't like any of these. Rebellious, there's something to be said about rebellious spirit. I do plan to get some resolves, so free water skins will get us a couple of nice get us some containers for pickled goods and stuff like that, but we have no way of making that right now. I mean, this is +1 to global resolve. Maybe I should not turn my nose up at it. Well, if I favor the lizards, I can get the clan done, so I better do that. And more beavers for sure. I want them in my woodcutter camps yesterday. That'll be excellent. And I think I only need the one builder, so let's put them there and get going. I should, now that I think about it, make me a trading post. I don't know why I'm being really picky about where I place it, but I am. We finished the clan, which is gonna be kind of helpful actually. Do have to be, again, very cautious about how many people I bring in. We already have coats, so I don't care much about the clothier right now. Provisioner wouldn't be crazy. Flour plus provision packs, I could get some trading going. Scribe's great for services, but we're really not there yet, for sure. Yeah, I'm okay with provisioner. Let's just get that, see how that goes. Need to put down the artisan soon as well. Got a lot of things I need to do. Yeah, lizards are suddenly a lot less happy because they don't have all of their housing needs met anymore. And also, there's just like, you know, more of them and only one of them can be Firekeeper, so there's reasons they're upset. Should probably get someone else on plank production because we need a lot of them for the beaver and human houses. New orders have popped. Maybe it'll be like, hey, pop into a dangerous glade. That'll be fun. 22 resolve for the beavers is hard, as much as I like reinforced axes. Building materials is doable. It's a little rough giving away early building materials, but I want the wildfire essence at some point for sure, so we'll take that. There is coal on this map, so important delivery is very viable. Advanced trading is a lot less viable. I don't have, like, any kind of surplus food whatsoever, and no way to make trade good packs. As really good as export specialization is, like, let me be clear, +1 to packs is very, very good. It's honestly tempting me away from important delivery. It's that good. Will I get... If I find the smithy, will I get it? Probably not. Nor the lumber mill, maybe the weaver. This feels very unlikely that I'll want to dip into trade goods. Feels much more likely that I'll find a coal deposit and exploit it. Alright, what do we find? The leaking cauldron. This is one of those things I can't really just let sit. I don't have the tools to... I could use parts to fix it. I don't have any containers. That would get me extra fertile ground here, which, like, isn't crazy. +2 to vegetables would actually go pretty hard. That would, you know, basically triple the amount of broccoli we get from this patch. Which is probably enough for me to just say, yeah, burn it down. For sure. Yeah? Yeah, let's just burn it down. I'm good with that. We will desperately need planks for this. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting coal without a deposit. Or oil, or sea marrow for that matter. I have a lot of planks tied up in housing right now. Like a lot. Do I cancel all this? It feels bad. That really feels bad, but I think it's what I do. We get as many planks as we can going as fast as possible, and we deliver it to the cauldron. Burn it down. Because we definitely can't take -8 to global resolve, and we cannot survive that happening. Cookhouse would be really great to have. We already can make biscuits. Because we can turn roots into flour. So that's very viable. And we could turn meat and veggies into skewers. This is pretty great, actually. It's a little, you know, awkwardly placed, but I'll try not to complain too much about that. This is me trying not to complain too much about that. Sounds suspiciously like silence, but, you know, that's just because your untrained ear can't hear the unspoken majesty of my thoughts and feelings, or something. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. You have maxed out on stuff, haven't you? Fascinating. You are delivering the planks, which means we have enough for this. Good. It's being delivered. It is now fully allocated to the cauldron. Still need a ton of planks, granted. We'll get you out of there. Start building the human houses again. And the beaver houses again. That'll be good. How close are we to finishing that? Not really. Okay, good. Yep, we're gonna not collect this moss broccoli until we get the +2 to veggies. And the herb garden is just gonna be right here. I'm gonna definitely need a second one of those because there's no way we fully saturate this fertile ground with one garden. And that's just kind of that. I guess as long as you're idle, you can be builder. You can be a builder. All right, we're busy burning it down, which is excellent. Yeah, it is slowing down our food production by a mile, but we suck it up. We've got plenty of food for the moment. Hello, Farlif. Beaver Resolve would be nice. I don't think I can reasonably purchase it, though. Though the shovel does make me think, hey, you know, it would be a good thing to spend your stone on some roads. Because we're gonna have, basically between this and this, we're gonna have infinity stone. Oh hey, there's a little bit of copper ore. Not enough to sustain any measure of industry, but it exists, and that's cool. I'd love to rebuild that too. Gosh, it's so tempting to turn in building materials right now, but I really shouldn't. We kind of need all of the building materials for all of our houses and homes and the places with the things that people need, the things that we want the things with the things. Yes. You know, barrels are surprisingly viable. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to be using the provisioner for the moment. Don't exactly have an excessive amount of wood. You tend to not have a lot of wood in the coral forest, just because nothing drops double wood at all. Which is why there's coal mines available, so that you have something to burn. It does worry me a touch, though. Alright. Definitely need to pull back on wood cutting. It would be the height of foolishness if I didn't. Alright. Get someone to rebuild the cookhouse now, I think. And the rest being on building isn't crazy. Yeah. There's been crazier things. We have a good amount of planks, but we kind of need all of it. Because, yeah. Once they're allocated to the houses, we'll be like, where'd all our planks go? Hey, cauldron's done. Good. Now we have, like, you know, the ability to gather food again, instead of sitting here wishing we had the ability to gather food. Yeah? I think this is an okay spot for the herb garden. This will be my second herb garden that also grows herbs, but my primary one will be root growing. And I think that'll be good. Villagers? That's a good 36 hostility if I click that button. Which puts us back up to level 2 hostility, which we can't handle. So, probably gonna not. At least not yet. Herb garden is made. Wonderful. Get the farm fields up soon, hopefully. Yep. Still sitting at no planks, because we need a lot of them. New cornerstone. Plant fiber isn't crazy on this map. We don't get much of it from the trees, although right now we seem to have plenty. Granted, if we're going to sustain coat production, this probably is not the worst idea. Especially with only 0-star coats. Trade log is also good, but I really don't feel like I'm able to do much trading right now. Anyway, let's click problem solver and be happy about that. Kiln's very good here. The bakery for pie is also pretty good. But the kiln makes our wood stretch out for longer, slightly better brick production, and we can open up jerky for the lizards. There's a lot of good things to say about the kiln. This is very strong. We already have flour production that is good enough, so I don't need the rain mill. We have a cookhouse for biscuits already. Again, the pie would be lovely. The pie would certainly be great. Smithy wouldn't be crazy either, but I think kiln is, like, just the obvious choice out of these. Kiln's just very good on its own. Like, even if I didn't have an order for coal, I would still want to look at kiln and be like, oh yeah, why am I not picking that up? It's just that good. Alright, fill the woodcutters back up. Leaves us with 2 builders, but that'll be fine-ish. The farmland isn't made yet, so I'm gonna proceed slowly for the moment. More beaver? Yeah. Until I have at least 7 beavers, I will not be satisfied with the amount of beavers we have in this colony. Is there no place I can put this where they won't have to, like, squeeze through the trees? I guess not. Anyway, keeping 5 builders up right now feels like a fine idea. Part of me wants to fill out the stonecutter camp, but right now I think we just need everything built. I will shift it around soon, I'm sure. Like, for example, the second any fertile ground is built, I want humans working on it. Good, good. Maybe we'll get a nice big harvest. That'd be cool. Let's get. Wait, where did I get these 2? Oh, the humans are done with the Glade event, right? They got freed up. Cool. All right. Theoretically, this should be enough workers to fully saturate this farm. So that should be good. We can also. Do we want to welcome these new? Yeah, no. We gotta send them to the Citadel. We have the meat. Let's get them out of here. Now we have a cookhouse, which is great. We definitely want to be turning a lot of this into skewers already. Probably don't care about pigments, though. Run out of stone, but let's fix that problem for, you know, the next ever. Get you going down there. I mean, we can't make biscuits yet, so I shouldn't worry that much about it. But pretty soon we'll be turning roots into flour and we'll be making biscuits and we'll have our complex food settled for a while, which will be great. You can even start making provision packs out of the herbs. That's nice. It's really good. Do need a lot more housing though. We are stretched thin on the housing department. Which means I probably could use someone else making bricks and fabric right now. There's a lot to build and do. I can turn in building materials again. Do I wish to? Well, it kind of answered it for me. Turns out the answer's no. You want those for housing. Or do I? Maybe I want that to be turned into another blueprint. Advanced District, reach level 2. I mean, we're about to. And the +1 plank production would be great, so there's no way I don't click that button. Luxury goods. Or Brotherhood. This is a weird choice. Like, I have the ability to make luxury goods right now. Well, I have the ability to make luxury good packs, not to put anything in it yet. So it's very tempting. I'm a little nervous about the 4 people, but the jerky would be very helpful for the lizards. So too would better incense production, and if I did spy the temple, I would probably take it. Probably should click the one I'm sure I can do. That's probably a good idea. Anyway, let's see what our blueprint is. We've already rebuilt a cookhouse, so that's unneeded. Lumber mill is just okay. Druid's hut is... I mean, there's something to be said for the Druid's hut. Something. Oil is very useful. The ability to make incense would also be handy, but I think this is just clearly the apothecary. I want the incense more anyway. Yeah. That's a button we click. You guys are not busy there, so that's a good excuse to move them around. Get some of the 3x3 buildings along this column, close to the warehouses we can get. And yeah, how's our harvest looking? Not bad. We managed to sow quite a few fields, 13 out of the 15. And we'll be getting plenty of roots from them. Yeah. We want to turn in garden life as soon as we can, though I'm not sure we're going to get enough herbs for that. Which is a shame. But what do I do about it? Nothing. I can do nothing. That's good enough. Yep, good enough. Still need another beaver and lizard house. Sort of waiting for this area to get cleared out. And I should also pop this glade because it's going to be in the way and will bother me. So let's do that. We can upgrade the hearth, actually, so I may as well queue that up. Just queue up all the buildings. We don't need any... We're not overloading our 2 builders at all. Don't worry about it. Sorry, did I say 2? I meant 1 builder. That's silly me. Oh me. Me with my silly. More fertile soil is great to see. I think we just definitely put down another herb garden as soon as possible. In fact, that's just a good spot for it. Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't just slap it there. Put a nice road to it. Definitely want a road, the stone road going to the herb garden. Well, we've massively overloaded our builders, but it's the storm, so hopefully now we'll give them some time to do stuff. Because now instead of 1 builder, we have 6 of them. Yeah. We sadly did not get anywhere near enough herbs to clear the garden life, which is unfortunate. There isn't like tertiary herbs anywhere on this map, right? Well, certainly nothing I've uncovered. So I guess I just have to wait for another harvest, which is a little unfortunate, but oh well. Also, I definitely want this road paved. The faster we can get them from the farm to the warehouse, the better. In fact, I'm a little tempted to put down another small warehouse next to it, but I usually reserve those for when I'm near a hearth. Okay, we got some bricks now, so let's stop making bricks here. Thank you for your service. Yeah. Definitely want to turn any meat we have into jerky. And yeah, the other meat we have goes into skewers. That's fine. That's all fine and good. We'll want to cap out on 30 of those. We'll cap out on 20 bricks. That'll be fine. And we basically just want to turn all of our wood into coal forever and ever until the end of time, because it burns way better than wood. Artisan is also up, so I could get some people working there to get us coats and get us some happy from coats. Hello, Zorg. What do you have for me? Farmers carrying more does reduce the amount of trips I have to make to and from the warehouse a lot. I could also buy roots from you and just clear garden life right now, which doesn't sound crazy to me. In fact, it sounds so not crazy, I'm going to do it. Here, have some plant fiber. And we will pick up the farmer pack, I think. I think that's actually worthwhile. Fewer trips they have to take to and from the warehouse, the better. Ooh. I like these cornerstones. Survivor bonding is just good. Never complain about survivor bonding. Overdiligent worker also very strong. We're making a lot of planks. Getting free barrels out of that saves us a ton of metal and time. Yeah, a lot of good things to say about that. Deliver garden life, so now I get +1 to herb production. Well, let's get some beavers on wood cutting and call it good, I guess. Yeah, I guess we call it good. we probably need more wood cutting, if I'm being real. Brewery is some pickled goods. That is almost certainly worth clicking on. What with the beavers and the humans both being here, being like, man, I sure do love ale, and the lizards and beavers being like, boy, we sure love pickled goods. If only a nice viceroy got a ton of free barrels and put food into it so we could enjoy it even more. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool of them, this theoretical viceroy. Whew. Can I afford to bring in this many people? That is questionable at best. But we do have a lot of jobs that needs filled, so sure does feel like I want to bring them in. Is this tree chopped down? Is it actually gone? No, it's not actually gone. Anyway, we want to break into this dangerous glade now, almost certainly. We want to break into it as soon as possible while we still have Zorg around to buy a solution to the glade, so let's just click those. Yeah. Put you there, that'll be good. We've been eating all of our roots, but that's what they're there for, so, you know. Maybe I should not complain about it. That'd be good. Short on housing yet again. Really want to put down a second hearth at this point. Can I line it up all nice and neat? Sort of. Let's push so deep into the dangerous glade, I kind of want to not. Here? Here's okay. It's not crazy. It is next to the farm, which oh no, now I really want to have it between these two. Because then both farms can have less time to move during the break. Why do you have to give me a good option? I hate it. Oh, you're the worst. Anyway, we found a withered tree. The withered tree is something I can just let go, because it doesn't do much. Blight rot takes longer to burn. Oh no. So the real question is, do I want to cleanse it or cut it down? I need to make a blight post either way, because Voice of the Forest will spawn blight rot cysts, which I will have to take care of. And the other one just needs Purging Fire, which only comes from blight posts, so the end there. This does take a massive amount of fuel to stock, so I have to be a wee cautious about it. Do you want the reputation? What is this? Workers assigned to glade events? I mean, Scouts Pack is great and all. The +2 incense is very nice. So's the wildfire essence. Boy, there's a lot of temptations to cut that down, isn't there? Like a lot. It's kind of funny how much there is. But I do think it feels like the reputation point is more important. Yes. We do not need to buy a solution from Zorg, so that's good. We can just let him leave. Call it good. Low on fuel. You don't say. You're low on fabric? Really? I mean, stock more of it then. Feels very strange to have somebody say, oh, we don't have enough fabric, and I'm like, but we have an artisan going, making a ton of coats. How are you capped on fabric? We should be using it like crazy. Let's get down a shelter or two. I would love to have some overflow housing until I can get a hearth set up around here. That would just be a good idea. And this is all I really need to clear out in terms of building space here, so I may as well help clear this area out. Because I need all this gone. All that needs to be gone as soon as possible. Should probably take somebody off plank production, given the fact that, you know, we're out of wood perpetually. I think probably most of it is just tied up in the kiln. It would not surprise me were that the case. Also, I should make them use coal instead of wood, because it's a lot more efficient to use coal. I should do that for anything that needs fuel. Which I think is just that. So, great. Glad we settled that. How are we looking over here? You're done planting. That's good. You're almost done planting. That's good. Have a fully sown field for the most part. Wish I could direct them to sow these 4 first. And so this guy can pick up the slack everywhere else, but can't. Just have to be sad that they're not very good at their jobs. Hey, advanced district is done. +1 plank production is going to be great. The extra dew we can turn into tools, which will turn into rep. Now that I've said that out loud, maybe I do want to cut this down. Next year, granted. Because I don't want to deal with the blight right now. The essence and the packs would be really nice. Though we haven't found any, geysers, which is usually where I put all my wildfire essence. A small farm would be great. So would Trapper's Camp and Leatherworker. Gosh. Trapper's Camp would get us an unbelievable amount of meat from this worm-tongue nest, and we cannot depend on these lasting forever. So that's a very strong consideration. Small farm would get us grain, which we could turn into flour a lot better than we can turn roots into flour. This would make our farming way better. Way, way better. Leatherworker is better fabric production, which is a consideration, but we're probably fine. So it's either small farm or Trapper's Camp. I like plantation, don't get me wrong, but we're past the point where I'm like, oh god, I need 2-star raw food production immediately or we die. We're pretty good on that. Gosh. I think it's Trapper's Camp. We need a lot of meat for the lizards, and yeah, it's just a good idea to have enough to sate them. I could have sworn I told you to cap out at 20 here. Maybe I just didn't. Packs of building materials. We do need to make 12 of these at some point. Although, probably only when I have enough fuel to not have us die. Maybe I need a third woodcutter. We are in a somewhat dire situation when it comes to fuel. Not like dire, but it's spooky. It's very spooky. I definitely need to have enough to last me through the storm, because I don't think I could possibly clear cut during the storm. Like, that just does not seem feasible whatsoever. Goodness, we have a lot to do. We have so much that needs doing. We have a fully capped out hearth that I want to build another soon. Is after it's done. Word speaking's the goods word of speaks, yes. So's good at word speak. This gets cleared really, really easily. The egg production is worthless. But I don't see myself making training gear in the clan hall either. So, just take the order that's really easy to do. Call it fine. Need some. I really, really need somebody making flour and us making biscuits now, though. Like, the herbs are just kind of piling up pointlessly. So yeah, let's get somebody making flour. And provision packs. It's not crazy. Probably gonna have to fill out the cookhouse entirely with lizards. In fact, it might be smarter to have that instead of all these people in the kiln. We have enough jerky. We don't have enough wood to turn into coal. Though we have plenty of coal to get us through the storm, at least. It'll last for a good 42 seconds, so, you know. Pull that guy out. Put him in the cookhouse. It'll be good. We do have enough coal to last us through the storm, so long as it's not like all used to make jerky. So keep an eye on that, I guess. Stuck at level 3, are we? It's a little scary, but I think between the housing and everything else, we should be fine. Yeah. We're good. We're very good here. I'd certainly love another human on the herb garden, if we can hack it. Because we can make use of it. One herb garden should be plenty to get that fully saturated. I'll need to put the garden here if I want to get everything. I'll need to make 2 of these, but you know, right now I don't have to. How's our buildings going? Slowly, you say? Yes, I see. Slow indeed. Well, that's fair. I have told you to build way too much stuff, and not provided you with any manpower to do it. Yeah, we'll be eating a lot more food this storm, but we have plenty of raw food right now, so I'm not too worried about it. It's kind of funny, the lizards are still giving us reputation during the storm. Hardy creatures, dem lizards. We appreciate them. Beavers are upset because we have run out of coats. Well, they'll be fine. New cornerstone. Meat specialization? This is a little risky to click on. We get meat from some of the trees, so this could end up overloading our woodcutters with meat, and so we will get a ton of meat instead of like the wood that we want to get, but probably worth getting anyway, if I'm being honest. Alright. Beavers, go back to woodcutting. We have to be able to spare somebody to build. Fewer planks? Probably fewer planks. We can probably pull back from the carpenters at this point. That's not crazy. We also have packs of provisions now, so we can actually like get amber. That's a pretty good price for it too. Guess I'll do that. More people. Have to be very cautious about bringing in too many more. I think we can handle that though. Put more beavers in the woodcutting camp, and the extra manpower for building and the planned herb garden and the bakery and all that, that's like, it's just a lot of like really good stuff we'll have going. Yeah, let's leave it there for now. Which rock have you been collecting from? This one? You have. That's good. I would love it if we could clear that out just so I can have the hearth be just like, you know, perfect. It's right behind the warehouse and just exactly spaced correctly. That'd make me feel very good about it. But I shouldn't be that picky either. Okay. We have 2-star biscuits again, but who cares? Probably be turning herbs into incense with coal. Yeah. Because it's 2 to 1 for wood to coal, so like, it's just more efficient to make incense out of coal. The end. Alright, now we have a brewery, which is great. We can shove roots into barrels and make people very happy with us. We'll cap it at 60, throw a human in there. That'll be great. And slowly but surely, I have destroyed my entire labor force again. Oop, human villagers is done. Looks like we're getting our labor force back. Small farm has arrived also, which I think I'll take now. I don't need flour. Like, the scrolls would be nice. Smelter, like... like... We don't have any copper ore. The only thing we'd be getting this for is training gear, and that's just for the lizards. I'm not that interested. I'd rather make sure our food production is exceptional. So let's do that. Good. Still need to take care of the withered tree at some point. But I can't right now. Sahilda, hello. What do you have for me? The ability to produce biscuits in the kiln does not excite me. If I had a ton of money, I would pick up generous donation, but I don't. I could sell you my excess stone, but I don't want to. Speaking of things I have an excess of, let's get you guys on this cache. Send it off. That'll be great. I'd love to pop into another dangerous glade to find another cache to send off, because we've got plenty of tools right now, shockingly. And I would love to turn that large amount of tools into a large amount of victory points. That would be lovely. Bakery's done. This is basically just going to be where we make pie, and only pie. This is fine. Trapper's Camp has run out of bugs. This is why we got the biggin to solve this precise problem. You can actually just start making pie. Cap it at like 80, I guess? Sure. There's no way they'll ever hit the cap. But it's nice to pretend that it can happen. Gosh, we run out of herbs easily. It's kind of shocking. So Hilda's leaving, that's fine. Plenty of herbs being grown here though, so that's good. Usually with herb gardens I have more than I know what to do with. That quiet was the withered tree going off a second time. Or the first time? Thought I'd get 2 stacks of this. Weird. Oh well. Whatever. You're all out of stuff to turn into flour, which is mildly concerning. But it is harvest time, so we'll be getting plenty of roots. This is why I don't like 1-star food production, like, at all. It leaves us with not enough food to go around. We just have to dedicate way too many people to food production. Anyway, let's get you guys chopping over here. Alright. Think I can speed things up a bit. This cache was opened. That's lovely. We don't have tools for another one yet. We'll get there, though. No big deal. We're actually low on planks, which is unsurprising, because almost all of our raw wood is just immediately being turned into coal. Should probably allow them to fix that, but, you know. On the other hand, what if I just didn't? Alright, we're not using leather for anything, so I'm pretty happy to just sell it all off. What's our last order? Luxuries or rain punk enthusiasts? I mean, I can actually do luxury goods, so yeah, I guess we do that. And on that note, we should be shoving incense into packs at this point. Cap it at 25, I suppose. Alright. Very frighteningly, we can't go below level 4 hostility now. So we're going to destroy a lot of our yields, and people are upset. Yeah. All that sure is true, huh? I don't have a lot of spare fuel to burn on hostility reduction either. It's very frightening. Which suggests to me I need two things. One, I need to not bring in any more villagers. And two, I need to get down the next hearth, like, faster, so that we can get down the hearth and give us more hostility reduction. I also love it if this beaver house existed at some point ever. I can shove them in there for a cycle. Hopefully they don't wreck their production. That'd be good. I don't have to worry about the lizards at least, but as long as the beavers stick around, we'll be good. I'll favor them for a while. And when the humans start getting persnickety, we'll stop favoring the beavers. And that clears that. Just put it here. I don't need all the space. And it would be like, it would be symmetrical, which, that really gives my brain some happy feelings. Rebellious Spirit is back. It is very possible to just double up on it. Crowded houses ain't bad. But I kind of don't want to take it just because that'll make the amount of housing I have awkward. So, Rebellious Spirit it is, as it turns out. Beavers! Return to your work in the wood cutting. Yeah, we're good. Sitting at 8 out of 9 woodcutters, I think. And we can definitely shove stone into packs and sell it. We have infinity of those. So we may as well. Can I bring in 5 more people? I really don't think I can. I was already pushing it. think I'm definitely at the point where I sit on new arrivals. We'll reach a point where we don't, and we'll like it when that happens, but for now, we are not there. I do really need someone else making planks. But I need the wood, because we're perpetually low on wood. But still, probably smart to at least transfer a woodcutter into the carpenter. I don't like it, but it's what we do. We do have a ton of bricks. Maybe instead of my wood, I put bricks into packs and send those off. That's not crazy. If we had any amount of copper ore, I'd send that off too, but we don't. Anyway, hearth. We have the extra hearths facing our ancient hearth. Because reasons. Alright, now we need a lot more housing. We have enough housing right now for 10 humans. This is 12, 14, 16. Done. Another beaver house is needed, and I think 2 more lizard houses, and that should clear us. And maybe those will even get built someday. Man, that'd be cool. But I wouldn't count on it. Alright. Blight post is finally made. We can actually, like, work on this tree. Isn't that neat? Small farms are going to be up soon-ish. That'll be good. Kind of want to transfer the stonecutters over here just so that my road has space. It's a questionable choice, but you know, if I had to pick 3 words to describe my entire Against the Storm experience, a questionable choice may be they. Gosh, I really could use the extra manpower, couldn't I? I sure could. I sure and surely could. But not with the amount of hostility we're sitting on. I would certainly enjoy better fabric production, but we're keeping up with it okay. So, like, it's not necessary as much as I want it. Clan Hall's pretty good. I do need a place I can use my incense so I can get services up. Yeah. That's enough of a reason for me. Where can we put this? Here? Don't like it there. I'd much rather it be out of the way. I want it to be in the hearth almost all the time. But like, in this game I can't actually bring it up to level 3 because it's not unlocked. So I don't technically need the clan hall in the hearth at all. So I could just like put it here at the end of the road and it'd be fine, ugly as it may be. But the queen doesn't care about it being pretty. She cares about this place being functional. Farlef is leaving. No big deal. We now have 6 fuel, so we can go ahead and cleanse this, and we'll use crystallized dew, I guess. It does come from the trees. It's not crazy to do that, so we will. Man, I could use more people. What's your problem? I imagine we're out of bricks. Yeah, we're out of bricks. That's fine. The lizards will make more. You are like, oh, we're capped on fabric. Well, we're perpetually using it. I don't know. Alright, the storm has hit. Halt all woodcutting. Fortunately, we're still on Hostility 4, which is at least mostly manageable. Everybody has a house, so that's good at least. Most everybody has complex foods, so we shouldn't get any gluttonous stacks going. Strange lights are gonna suck, but we're just gonna have to accept that some of our production yields get destroyed, and I'll be sad about it. And that's just how it will be. Should... gosh. Humans too, huh? I really need to bring humans in so I can fill out these farms. But it... I do have enough in odd places I could just swap them out with other people. It's very hard to bring them in right now. Why do you go along the dirt road when stone road is effectively the same? That's weird. Well, whatever. Well, we managed to get enough complex food to get through the storm without having to do any resolved shenanigans, so that's good. I like and hate Woodcutter's song. Like, the global resolve is nice, but, like, it's never up, like, constantly because I can't fell that many trees that fast, usually. And, like, it fools me into thinking our resolve is higher than it is, because suddenly it's like, oh, we dropped 3 points for reasons. Like, it's good, but I hate it. Alright. Let's bring in people. Okay. As many beavers as I'm willing to dedicate to that. We'll get 2 people on the withered tree there. We'll get these guys on the farm and leave myself with 2 builders again. I sure did. Okie dokie. Yeah. Sell off as many of these as we can. about to run out of vegetables. Which is good, honestly. I could use the humans elsewhere. And we can just grow vegetables in the small farm. This will reduce the amount of roots we need substantially. So I'm gonna set all my gardens to grow herbs and roots as well. Foragers camp is nothing. Yep. It is known. Maybe we'll pop into another glade later on. In fact, we probably should. In fact, maybe I pop the Forbidden Glade. Though it feels like I really want, like, my infrastructure up and this cleared off before I do anything completely crazy. But how completely crazy is it, is the question. What if it wasn't completely crazy? What if it was just a regular amount of crazy? Yeah. What if that was the case? What if? You guys need to actually just stop putting bricks into building material packs because we desperately need them. What did we get? Oh God. It's the drainage mole. Ah. 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 Woo! That's bad. That's exceptionally bad. We don't. Oh, we do have a 2-star herbalist camp. Right, I started with it. I just never got to build it because we never found any herbs ever. Good times that. We should be able to get enough herbs to heal him pretty easily. So that's not my big worry. My big worry is that we need a ton of purging fire for this. And I need to pull people from other things really badly to get that going. Oof. Chester has seen better days. We also found a clothier, which is pretty great actually. Certainly wouldn't mind upgrading our ability to make coats. Sother, hello. Druid's Hut's kind of weirdly tempting here. I called you in because I was in absolutely desperate need of a solution here. I still might just buy 45T off of you and get it going immediately. That's how much I want to get this done. Yeah, it turns out I will. We'll pick up the Druid's Hut just to get out of the blueprint pool. That's fine with me. The rest of it, I think we're good. We may as well build it too, so, you know. It exists, may as well. Drop it down here. But yeah, let's get it going. right? So this spawns 8 cysts immediately. I definitely need to have some fuel in the tank before we rip it and pull it. That would be hideously unwise. It's like it takes... Actually, would 8 even corrupt the hearth? Probably not. It might just be okay. Maybe it's just fine. Well, it's fine-ish. Well, that's gonna be frightening. Yep. It's several cysts. But could definitely be worse. Yeah. It's a lot of hostility, don't get me wrong, but it's probably fine. We'll handle it by the time drizzle ends. Oh, that got done during the drizzle. We got some bonus food. Oh, that was nice. First time we actually got to use our good forest mystery. Alright. Yep. All dormant cysts exist. We still have 3 hanging about, which is a little uggo. And we don't have enough coal to keep going, so I guess I may as well get one of you Blight Fighters on making coal, since you can't do anything with Purging Fire right now. I could have them use wood, but I'm not going to. I could definitely use more people on food production. Not food growth, but production. I need to fill out my bakery, I need to fill out the cookhouse, I need to fill out the brewery. Just a lot of things I need to do. But we got a lot of labor tied up in other things right now. Actually, you're done with the building materials. That's great. Let's just call that good then. You can go help build stuff. New hearth now exists, which is great. That will lower the hostility a little bit. Just a wee bit. It's much better if we cleared off the cysts, though. Which I think we have. Yeah, I think that's all the cysts we have. So, great. Good, good, good. I could put down some fence decorations over here too. So the hearth can upgrade to level 1. at some point in the future. Lovely. Need another lizard house, actually. 16. Yep. That's all good. I'm gonna move this awkward house over here, too. Certainly have overloaded my builders again, but oh well. We don't have any cysts, so you can just stop and help build. You guys are busy healing Chester, which is great. And the storm has hit. We remain at level 4 hostility. Could be worse, that's for sure. Nope, never mind, we're at 5 now because we completed a something. What that something was, I don't know. Would really have loved a leisure building. Temple's okay. We don't have the ability to make wine. I don't think we have the ability to make scrolls either. Wouldn't even gain any resolve from the guild house. I mean, the market's pretty great. Temple is hostility reduction if I burn fuel, but like I'm kind of perpetually out of fuel right now. So it's really, really hard to justify that. Let's just get the market. Let's drop it over here. Sure is a lot of distracted villagers. On the plus side, we now have like 8 people working on building, so maybe things will actually get built soon. That'd be cool. Yes. Yes, the housing. It is increasing. Yes, good homes for my people. Yes. Yes. Why does he sound evil? He's so weird. God, you think he'd be weird enough with the pink hair and this funny hat, but then he just doubles down on it again. He's such a freak. The herbalist camp is up, which is kind of funny how little I need this. But oh well. Get down some gardens over here. Wouldn't mind those. Some benches for people to sit next to the garden. Like some barrels next to the farm. We can pretend we're storing oats in it or something. This is almost definitely reinforced axes, given how much fuel trouble I'm having. More people have arrived as well. I could certainly use more labor. I have enough to do. Sure. Apparently I also forgot there were some veggies over here, which is kind of funny. Glade event complete. Excellent. Cache will be done soon as well. Good. Good, good, good. Let's get you over here. I also wouldn't mind having this mine exist. It would definitely be a place we could put the beavers when they are not wood cutting. I also need somebody making incense too. God, can't believe our bottleneck is fuel. That's so rare. But here we are. I think that was the pack opening? Or not? Why did we get... Maybe that was this and I just didn't notice at first. We certainly have enough rocks for this, so let's go ahead and sell a bunch of it. I did mention that steel pickaxes would get us infinity stone when I picked up that cornerstone. So I'm just gonna gently point out how correct I was and be smug about it for a bit if you don't mind. Oh, I was so right. I'm done. Thanks for that. Clothier is up. So we almost certainly want to transfer these dudes to there. Granted, I still want someone in here making luxury goods, because we have no less than 2 things that need those. So let's do that. And then we are back down to sitting on 2 builders again. Funny how easy that happens. Anyway, I can't get any rep from the humans right now. Though once I get 24 tools, I'll just win, so that's cool. Or turn in any of these. So we should like seek to do that if I had to suggest a course of action. You know, winning is probably a good idea. It's a good thing and not a bad thing. Like, we're not on a flour bottleneck, are we? No. Well, we kind of are. We might need 2 people making flour to keep up with our needs at this point. And just like that, he's back down to a single builder. And now he has a clan hall he wants to fill out. My god. Zelda, hello. Fuel consumption at the hearth is reduced. It's great. Generous donations, quick delivery. I may as well. I'll just pick all of it up. If only I could milk some more reputation out of somebody, but I can't. It's just not possible. Do we have enough tools sitting around yet? We have 2. We need 4 more. You don't happen to have tools, do you, Sahilda? You do. Well then, gosh and golly jeepers, let's go ahead and buy those. Let's go ahead and buy them and then win. Sounds great. I sure do love winning. That's one of my favorite things to do in Against the Storm. It explains why I'm not playing on prestige level right now. Because then I wouldn't win. I would just lose embarrassingly. I do need another lizard house. How'd that happen? And another beaver house? Oh my gosh, it's like I brought in more people and forgot about it. Whoopsies. 16, so I need 2 more human homes. That'll do. Alright, we're not getting below 5 now. But we're fine, somehow. We do have downpour to deal with, which means people are going to be absolutely scarfing food during the storm. But, oh well. We have plenty of it. I do sort of wish there was like a long-term mode that like did something that progressed me towards some sort of victory in Against the Storm, because I would really love it to just like have a long-term colony where I just sprawl out over the entire map, break all the glades, and just use all this fun exponential bonus increase to just, you know, have a huge, good town. Granted, there would be the very real danger of running out of trees. Because while that can feel impossible sometimes, it ain't. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to win on year 9, but oh well. Larger tragedies than this have happened. Wish I'd seen spices on year, like, 2 instead of year 9, but oh well. Time to just sit back and wait for the cache to open. Good times. Yeah, I guess I should get some woodcutters back on, huh? There we go. Look at all them deeds. And all these lovely unlocks. Is that the furnace? No, it's the grill. That's a shame. Vlies is unlocked. Miss Pierce is unlocked. Prayer book's unlocked. Tool shop's unlocked. That can be helpful. Brick oven. All good stuff. Patient queen. Don't let impatience grow above 6. That's fun. Coral forest. First time here. Yep. Trade goods worth 1500 amber. Cool. Win with the flooded mind. Win a game in the Coral Forest on Viceroy difficulty or higher. Yep. Kaboom! All the deeds. Feels good. Now is the Blightstorm here is the question. No. It's the Cloaked Wanderer. Haha. don't need the seal fragments. I only need 12 and I have 13, so that's good. Oh god. I hate the ancient battleground. But I guess that's where I'm going next. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool and good. Anyway, let's pop these deeds. Ta-da! Coral Forest. I get some decorations for my house. A little more experience. We got the valve. Excellent. And the coral growth plant. Also excellent. Yup. Yup. Still quite a bit of stuff to unlock. But we'll get there. Now we have some food finally, we can unlock more stuff. The Town Vision range was huge, and I'm very happy I got that. I could get more embarkation points, which is never bad, but there's definitely more important upgrades to look at. Haulers in the main warehouse is very good. 10 tools and starting with lizards is pretty strong too. Discount on goods is also very good. The beaver starting ability is entirely useless. At least the way I play. Training expedition, timed orders. I sort of don't want to unlock those. It's been so freeing not having to think about, ooh, do I want to delay opening up my orders yet? Anyway, let's unlock the district for sure. Get that third hearth upgrade. That'll be useful. These are embarkation bonuses. I would love to unlock like fundamental upgrades as much as I can. Yeah, like this. Every settlement starts with 5 bricks. That's very helpful. Is that worth all of my food? Maybe. Traders have another blueprint or cornerstone for sale is also good. But I'm only getting one more upgrade from this. Ultimately. Definitely would love the field kitchen. And last stand. But that's so far away. I miss having a full upgrade tree. I miss it so much. Starting with bricks is real good. I don't think there's anything like 100% critical I'm going for anymore. Like, greater embarkation range is certainly nice. But that's a while. I don't really need to plan out around that quite yet. And I would probably rather work up towards the cornerstones and the field kitchen. The field kitchens were really good. It sure is. It sure and surely is. Alright. Turns out I like starting with bricks, so we're gonna do that. Got flowers on the ceiling now. Hurrah! You're back. Tell me a story, Lori. Oh, you probably already encountered fishmen on your adventures, right? Yes, I think I have. There isn't a viceroy alive who hasn't run into them at least once in their career. Even though they're so easy to find, no one really knows anything about them. Almost every scholar who's tried to contact one of their tribes has met a tragic end. Their origin and motives remain a mystery, as does their culture and language. Really, their language too? I guess because they keep killing any scholar that gets near them, huh? The only thing we know about them is that they hate fire and prefer to live in a wet environment. And they don't seem to mind the Blight Storm at all. They're also believed to worship the Forsaken Gods, or the Sealed Ones as they're commonly called. Better watch your back next time you're out there. Those pesky little creatures seem harmless enough, but they can cause a lot of trouble. So that's that. Thanks, Auntie. Well, that was fun. I don't think I'll be doing a second game tonight. Especially with that. That's so much hostility. That's gonna be a big ol' pain in the patootie. Did I just unironically said patootie? What? Look, anyway, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you for watching. And thank you for uh, not insulting me. Because chat's been quiet. So that helps. Anyway, I think I'm gonna send you off to Zypher because she is nice and currently streaming. And that sounds good to me. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate that a lot. And, yeah. Hope you have a lovely evening. And I'll be streaming again on Tuesday. Until then, you take care. And, you know, take care and be happy. Peace.